in the Edmonton Bowzone. Hunting season just started, and I just smoked a giant. Welcome to Bowzone Live. He is a giant.
Annihilator Broadheads and Scorpion Outdoors present Bowzone Live. Brought to you by Annihilator Broadheads, Scorpion Outdoors, PV Mart, Bronc Beer, Easton, Hoyt Archery, Hex, OK Tire, River Cree Resort and Casino, and Tacticam.
Welcome to Bowzone Live here on Wild TV. Tom Gazzola alongside Kevin Wilson in the co-host chair. And that, of course, is because, Kevin, you had an eventful Thursday night. Heather Wilson, your wife, was our co-host. She was fantastic as usual. Had tagged out second year straight here on Bowzone Live. And you and Myron finally collided. Tell us about Thursday.
Yeah, finally. Thursday it all came together. I had 4 days of interaction with him, and you know what? I honestly thought it wasn't going to happen. Came together.
He's a beautiful buck, too. What can you tell us about him and obviously the history there between the two of you?
Yeah, we have a little bit of history. I did hunt him a little bit last year. Again, he's our number 2 buck this year that we were targeting. There was one that was a little bit bigger, but just couldn't catch up with him this fall. Finally, he and I crossed paths, and it worked out.
You know what? It was fantastic to see, and we were live, and it was so exciting. Heather was pumped up. I was pumped up. You guys out in the field were just full of energy, so it was great to see. We'll see more on Myron later on in the show. Okay, we've got a lot of great hunters to catch up with, Zach Brown being one of them here on Bowzone Live. There's Zach. What can you tell us about him? One of our younger hunters.
Yeah, Zach's a young guy, full of energy, eager to learn. He's onto some fantastic bucks. Sooner or later, he's going to connect here.
I had a sneak peek, fantastic footage as well, doing a great job out in the field. Another one of our hunters, outsider, if you will. We kind of teased Steve Eklund, pizza in the blind. Protocol?
Not so much, not for most bow hunter, but for Steve, Steve plays by his own rules.
It looked like a meat lover, so fitting, I suppose. Steve Eklund, will touch base with him. We'll also catch up with Zach Brown. Of course, we'll see Myron and Kevin Wilson's adventure on Thursday. Speaking of adventures, Kev, Jim Thompson sent us in a shot of a predator out in the bow zone. Is this a reminder that you guys have to be leery of this, seeing a big cat out there?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not common to encounter cougars in the bow zone, but they certainly are there, and we do have them on trail cameras once in a while. He was within 45 minutes. He was in a stand close to that cougar and where that cougar was caught on camera.
Great shot there from Jim. So we got a great show on the way for you. And we'll remind you that the Wild TV app is fully loaded with all your favorite content. You can search by animal species. You can search by province, and all the giant bucks will be there as well from Bowzone Live. Get the app at Wild TV Plus or on the App Store.
All I wanted to do is be a rodeo cowboy. I love winning. I hate losing. I was raised in a rodeo family. My dad was a saddle bronc rider. I'm Zeke Thurston, 2-time world champion saddle bronc rider. This is my home, and this is my beer. Saddle up for bronc.
The Canadian wild has the best hunting in the world. We invite you to explore what makes hunting in Canada bigger, badder, and, well, just better. Download the Wild TV Canada app today from the App Store, Google Play, or visit wildtvplus.ca.
Our customers call it the greatest outdoor store in the world. Visit TrapperGord.com and fill your cart with great deals on the brand names you trust. Going hunting, fishing, or trapping? Trapper Gords has it all. Their great staff will set you up with the right gear for whatever game you're pursuing. Discover happiness in the great outdoors with the proudly Canadian and family-owned Trapper Gords. Plus, get a free gift with purchase when you use promo code WILDTV at checkout.
What started out as a better floor liner for your car turned into even more superior ways to protect the inside and outside of your vehicle. That led to enhanced ways to protect your home and to keep your pets safe. Next came the best ways to secure and protect your phone. At WeatherTech, innovation never stops. The ultimate protection, WeatherTech.ca.
Seriously here. Every day.
Perfect shot. Got on the shoulder.
Annihilator broadheads, the most lethal, strongest, and true flying precision broadhead ever produced.
Welcome back to Bowzone Live here on Wild TV. Tom Gazzola alongside Kevin Wilson, who had a very eventful Thursday. Kev, you're still smiling, obviously, reaping the rewards of a fantastic hunt with Myron. Listen, we touched on it a little bit earlier, but Myron was a buck that you had seen. You got some great footage of him. What more can you tell us about Myron and what led up to the events of Thursday?
Well, something I didn't tell the team, the footage that you see of Myron on a licking branch there, he's right on a scrape. Yeah. That was actually, I got down on the stand. This is something you don't do, but I wanted to go check another trail camera midday. Okay. I went and checked, came back, Myron came by, standing right in front of the tree stand. Next couple of days, I tried for him, had some encounters, just couldn't put it together. And then finally Thursday, it worked out.
A sense of relief, no doubt. The energy on Thursday night was fantastic. Let's take a look at Kevin and his hunt on Thursday, where him and Myron connected.
It's November 23rd today, and the second estrus is kicked into gear. These bucks are traveling hard. Oh man, I can't believe that just happened. It was Myron. He came running. He blasted across there, ran into the trees. I had him at full draw, 15 yards, and I couldn't get the arrow past the tree here. You can't see that with the camera because the camera's on an arm, but I'm reaching past trying to shoot around the tree, and he spooked. I'm just sick right now. We keep hunting. Hopefully he shows up again. I don't know what to say. I just had Myron again, at 26 yards. I'd had him dead to rights, but he was on a doe, and the doe was just schizophrenic. I don't know what to say. I got the full draw, and she just took him away. No shot opportunity. How does that happen twice on a giant? It's November 25th today. I've seen a few deer, nothing big today. Myron's been showing up around 2:30 in the afternoon the last 3 days, so I'm really hoping that he comes by. But we're waiting, we're watching. Can't hear footsteps at all right now, so gotta be really diligent. In fact, 3 of the deer were almost underneath my tree, and I couldn't hear them still, so gotta really watch close, but we'll see how the afternoon plays out. Oh man, I can't believe it. I just shot Myron. He's right there. He went down right there. That all happened so fast. I'm so sorry, folks. I couldn't even get the camera on. There's a doe that was really spooky. She came in, she stood there for like 10 minutes, and I heard grunting, and I'm pretty certain it's Myron. Anyways, I got a 20-yard shot right here, and he is down right there. So awesome. I gotta phone Heather.
Hey.
Hey, Myron is dead.
Yes.
I got him.
Crap you! I told you. I 100% told you I owned it, and I even put it on the chat that my own is going down today.
Oh man. Okay, we'll talk to you in a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, bye. Right on. Okay, folks, it is getting late. It's just about getting legal light here. I'll show you a little bit, but I know he's right down right there. Good blood trail. Oh yeah. We're in good shape, and I know he's right over here, so I'm just gonna run right over. And there he is. Oh, that's awesome. That's what we wait for all year long. Yeah, that's him. That's Myron. That was super cool. Ryan and Daryl just came, and they're helping me with the retrieval. We'll take a look at the deer and take a good look.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good job.
Here he is. I'm almost speechless. There's some years where a deer just means a lot. This deer means a lot to me. He's not a giant. He's a beautiful old buck, and I'm super happy with him. You know, when you target a specific deer and then it comes together, that's amazing. He's a solid 4x4, and I'll tell you what, I could not be happier. He came into actually he was on a doe tonight, and he came in with a doe bleat and a grunt call. And the doe, they came running in, and she was really tentative, and he was on her tail. She locked up at 20 yards and then finally came in, and then he came in solid. I didn't even have enough time at that point to put the camera on. Gave me a perfect 18-yard shot. Done like dinner.
Kevin Wilson, nicely done. Roller coaster ride of emotions throughout that entire piece. The disappointment, going full draw on Myron twice, and then finally getting him at last light. But you persevered, Kev, because the day before in our group chat, you were showing how cold it was. You had a hot pack on your nose, and you stuck it out. What can you say about just sticking with it and being rewarded there?
Yeah, you know, Tom, it's as a bow hunter. First of all, hunting with a bow is tough. It's just tough, and the odds for success are relatively low. So going day after day after day, I mean, you got to remember, we're trying to do something that's almost impossible. We're trying to hunt big deer. We're doing it with a bow. We're trying to self-film. We're going day in, day out, and we're trying to get it done.
Yeah. You got it done. You got great footage, and then you got the shot too. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Kev, another guy we're going to touch base with is Zach Brown, of course. He's coming up right after the break. Kev, enjoy the spoils of victory after getting Myron, because that was a tremendous buck. Great piece there. Zach Brown also is going to have a fantastic piece coming up as well. Kev, what are you looking forward to from Zach?
Well, he's been on some great deer. He's great at filming. He's got some really good footage. So, I really hope he can get it done here the next couple of days.
Absolutely. Zach Brown coming up here on Bowzone Live.
Hey Tire, we're making it easy to shop the way you want. Continue to visit us safely in store, or now shop for tires online. It's simple. Pick your tires, buy your tires, book an appointment, all from the comfort and convenience of your home. Right now, switch to Gislevet Northcross tires. Get studded tires for enhanced traction and impressive braking on ice. OK Tire. Service, repair, and tires. It's going to be okay.
Quiet Cat electric bikes are built tough for getting you and your gear deep into the backcountry without breaking a sweat. Travel in complete stealth and eliminate your scent from the trail with silent, all-electric power with up to 60 miles of range per charge. Test ride a Quiet Cat today with 0% financing options and a risk-free 30-day policy. Where the road ends, the adventure begins.
So, babe, your birthday's coming up. What would you like? Matt, I got you a gift card.
Great. Lawn stalls. We've got gift cards.
PV Mart for all your general hunting needs.
You're watching Bowzone Live here on Wild TV. Kev, listen, we've met a lot of our hunters, but there's still a couple we haven't touched base with yet. We'll do that shortly. But as a whole, this group, you know a lot of our hunters. What can you say about the variety that we have on Bowzone Live?
You know, it's great. We've got some younger hunters, we got some older hunters, we got women, we got men, we got everybody. The nice thing is a lot of us knew each other because we're really hardcore bow hunters. And a lot of us we have a reputation for hunting this area, and we kind of know what it takes. So it's a great group, and we love learning from each other.
Kev, well said. Let's meet some more of our hunters.
My name is Zach Brown. I'm a big game hunting guide mostly. This upcoming year, I'm excited to be a part of Bowzone Live. This year, mostly, I'm actually doing a lot of guiding in the Bowzone. So my days to hunting are limited, but I plan on making the most of them. I mainly got involved in this. I met Gunther. He's an outfitter here in the Bowzone, and I got to be a part of his operation and help with guiding. And this upcoming year, I'm hoping to shoot my first buck with a bow. Last year, I never got the chance, but this year, I'm looking to finally seal the deal.
I'm Scott Sterling. I've been bow hunting since I was about 22 years old, and I'm older than that now. I'm not going to say how much older. I'm the vice president of Wild TV group of companies, so this is kind of how I'm into this. As far as really cool experiences go, last year was awesome. I had a big 5x5 come in. He was a young deer, so I passed him. I didn't shoot him. Then I started playing with him like a 6x6. As far as experiences go last year, it was amazing. As far as tagging out on a whitetail, I'm really hoping that I'll actually do it this year.
Hey, I'm Keith McDonald here. I'm from this reserve here, Enoch Cree Nation in Treaty 6 territory. I've been hunting these giant whitetails out here in this reserve since I was 13, and I'm not going to say how old I am now, but it's been over 30 years. In early 2000s, I was lucky enough to hook up with Mr. Jim Hole Jr., and he gave me the education I needed on how to really hone in on these big whitetails. Like when I was young, I killed them from afar with a rifle, but Jim fine-tuned my game so that we're able to get in on some giant deer. And like we're just talking about, one of the biggest deer ever killed out of my outfit, we called him the Casino Buck, and he was actually arrowed right there.
Keith McDonald, a true character. Had him on the show the other day. Absolutely fantastic. Let's touch base with one of our hunters. Zach, are you there? There he is.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me, Tom?
Oh, we hear you loud and clear, buddy. Where you been? Where you been?
Yeah, so it's been a crazy last little few weeks. It started off with a lot of guiding. We had a bunch of clients here guiding with Gunther at Wizard Lake at his outfit. And then I actually got to go and help Kevin at his operation. And then finally it was my time to get out hunting. So I've been spending some days out there in the stand.
And you've gotten some tremendous footage, and we're going to take a look at that right now from Zach Brown.
Last night I had a really cool encounter. It was at last light. I would have shot him if he came in. He was pushing that 45 yard and he wasn't even broadside. It was so dark, I just put the camera, took it out of its arm, and then just started filming. And then This is my first sit in November. I am sitting on a big super drop tide buck. This buck hasn't been super active. He was here in early November. And then he left, and there's a bunch of other bucks, but nothing like him. I got about 5 hours today, so figure I make the most of it. Hopefully super drop comes back. Well, that was fun. It's never too late to make sure to remember that you know how to moose call. Some nice looking bowls, but I already got my moose tag earlier this year filled, so. Meh, meh, meh. Whitetail buck is the only thing on the menu for me. That was so cool. I literally set up, come up with my bow, put my bow in my hook, look over, and that buck just came running over. Oh, that was sick. I have been doing a lot of hunting. I was busy guiding, and finally I got the last 6 days off of the season. It's go time. Yesterday I saw like 8 different bucks. They're running absolutely everywhere. So I brought a decoy today because I'm gonna rattle today, but the problem with rattling is if there's nothing visually that they can point to or pin, they'll come in for the sound and then hold up at 80 yards, maybe even more. But if I rattle them to 80, they see the decoy, they should come right in and get shot if they're big enough. So that's the plan today. Oh, I'm shaking. That was a freaking shooter. I set up the decoy. He didn't see it till last minute though, and it spooked him. That's the deer in the Bowzone that everybody wants, myself included. And I had him. That's the way she goes, I guess. Welcome to the Bowzone. 30 seconds, it happens so fast. Probably not gonna cry, but might, but probably not. Oh, that's brutal. bucks are chasing. That's officially the 4th buck to be chasing that doe trail. That's super cool. The downside is I'm off from that trail that they're running on. My wind is not ideal, but they don't seem to super mind. I just gotta have one walk right below me and game over. See what happens.
Zach, Kevin Wilson is sitting beside me during that entire piece. He's going, "Oh my God, look at that. Oh my goodness." And he goes, "What's wrong with him? He's got to get one of these guys." What's the game plan for you as we head into the last few days here in the Bowzone?
Yeah, so I don't know. I got a kind of a weird mindset this year. Not a weird mindset, but I've had there's a lot of good properties I have access to. There's a lot of nice bucks. But this last week, I figured, you know what? I got a hot tip from Ryan. He said, you should check this spot out. I checked it out, and there's bucks everywhere. And there are some super, super giants. I don't have any on film yet. And I figured I'm just going to wait for a super giant. Of course, that's my mindset. Obviously, when that 30 yards, when there's a really good mature buck looking at me that's maybe not a super giant, I'll probably take that shot. But yeah, it's just been fun getting out there and, filming a lot. So we'll see. We'll just play it day by day.
Kev, hunter to hunter, got anything for him?
Yeah, your footage is amazing, Zach. Tell us very quickly, tell the viewers how you're set up. Are you working on scrapes? Are you working on food sources? What are you working on?
So my biggest thing is just trying to cover ground. So where I'm sitting, I can see almost half a mile. So that's why I can see so much buck activity. There is food nearby as well, but it's basically just a big travel corridor. And right now it's the last week. So there's very few does that are able to be bred. And obviously those bucks are putting on the miles chasing. So it puts me in a good position to be able to get an eye on them before they cross.
Kev, anything else?
I just want to know, are you feeling the pressure at all?
I didn't want to ask it. I didn't want to ask. I like Kev ask, yeah.
It is. It's definitely cutting down to it. But I don't know. I think I'm okay with not shooting one. It's kind of weird because I have never shot a buck with my bow. I mean, I've had a lot of opportunities to, but I'm just waiting, just kind of playing it by ear, waiting to see what kind of vibe that deer gives off.
Well, looking at that shot on the moose, I think he's in trouble if you do get a shot.
Yeah, no, I'm confident I'll make it. It's just a matter of putting him in front of me at within 40 yards.
Zach, hey, we're rooting for you, man. Great footage. And hopefully when we touch base on Tuesday for our final episode of Bowzone Live Season 2, you got something for us. Good luck, brother.
Thank you. Hope you'll have one.
That's Zach Brown. Fantastic stuff there from him. Hey, we have an exciting contest running for Bowzone Live. Rock Solar Canada is giving away a weekender portable power station and some great Wild TV swag for Rock Solars and a lot of other great contests. Be sure to go to Wild TV social media.
Heck's patented technical clothing products make the perfect gift for that hunter or nature enthusiast on your list. At Heck's, we anticipated the possibility of shipping shortages and invested heavily to ensure all products and sizes are ready to ship directly from our Canadian warehouse. To get a Hex system on the way or learn more about the Hex Advantage, check out hexhunting.com or call us at 541-575-HEX. Hex is the evolution of concealment.
As much as we talk about the wild, we seem to spend every waking hour in places that keep us away from it. So to get back to the wild, we need something built for it. The all-new Bronco 2-door, the first ever Bronco 4-door, and the adventure-ready Bronco Sport, all built wild. Meet the future of off-roading, the all-new Bronco family.
The Wild TV app is fully loaded with shows you can't find anywhere else. What's better than hunting? Well, hunting with your very own Quiet Cat electric bike. Powerful, stealthy, and fun. Subscribe to the Wild TV app for your chance to win one. Get inspired by the Canadian Wild and get a chance to win amazing prizes from Quiet Cat and Scorpion Outdoors. Download the Wild TV Canada app and subscribe to win. Available from the App Store, Google Play, and wildtvplus.ca.
Cowboy Channel Canada is catching on faster than small town gossip.
We're really excited that we're able to bring you some rodeo action.
Listen to this crowd. Man, what a ride! Don't get left in the dust. For more information on how to get connected to the Cowboy Channel, contact your local TV provider today.
Check out Scorpion Optics Wildcat, all new for 2021. ScorpionOutdoors.com. Annihilator Broadheads and Scorpion Outdoors present Bowzone Live. Brought to you by Annihilator Broadheads, Scorpion Outdoors, PV Mart, Bronc Beer, Easton, Hoyt Archery, Hex, OK Tire, River Cree Resort and Casino, and Tacticam.
So I just ran into one of the fellow hunters here, Jay Kemp, great guy. He ended up giving me some tree bolts. We call them tree bolts, but most of the time in the Bowzone here, we use a tree peg. I kind of wish I had one with you so I can show you exactly what I mean, but it's kind of shaped like a half of a Z. When you screw them into the tree, what I've been finding out after, people say it's a couple years, but me, the last 10 years I've had them in, I've had a couple come out on me this year. Very, very, very unsafe. Very unsafe. If I can give anybody any advice, it'd be to check your pegs, make sure your pegs are in, don't take it for granted and hang on it, and 100% always be tied off. 100% without a question. Because if you fall, it could be the last time you ever fall.
Great tip there from Daryl Legg. Kev, if you were going up into a stand right now, what would you be looking for? Where would you like to put it in the last few days here?
In terms of stand location?
Yeah.
I'd be focusing on food sources and funnels. That's where I would be, because big bucks are going to be traveling. They're going to be looking for the does, focus on the doe groups, and they're going to be using those funnels to get to those food sources and pinch points. Anywhere that you can increase your odds, that's where you want to be.
One of our hunters looking to take down a buck is Michelle Van Dam. She's one of our newer hunters. She's only been hunting for a few years. We're going to catch up with her right now.
So that buck, I'm sorry, I got a doe in my mind because I drug a doe off that ridge that he kept running in on. But he came running in. So he came running in off that ridge. And he came in running so fast. Like as fast as he could. Just like gallop. I don't know if that's what you'd call a buck, but as fast as he could. Right to the base of my stand. And now I'm just pumped to rattle again. But I had to let the group know what just happened because it was so exciting. And yeah, let's get this party started. I'm awake now. Hey, so I think I'm gonna wrap things up here. I have the kids to get home to, but tomorrow I have a plan to go pop up a blind on a field that I actually haven't hunted yet this season. And I'm gonna bring the kids tomorrow. This is how my kids hunt. I take them out to a blind in the middle of a hayfield, and they just want me to let them know when a deer comes.
We are pulling this camera today. We are moving it. It's just not producing what we thought it would produce for crossing here. You know, there is actually a buck and a doe track, and it just snowed, so I'm not sure to check my camera and see why I didn't get a picture, but they're mainly down farther west. So I got to make up my mind and decide if I am going to put it farther west or just go put it in the bush.
Tower has been hanging around where I've been bow hunting most of the season. I had a muley draw that I pulled down south for rifle this year, so I never put any effort into trying to hunt him. But just watching him, watching the size of this buck, to be in Bowzone is really cool to see.
Excellent footage, Michelle. Thanks for sending that. We're rooting her on. It's all in the family. Hey, Kev?
Absolutely.
Yeah, fantastic with our helpers there. By the way, we're going to touch base with the one and only Steve Eklund as well as Ryan Kohler. There they are. What's up, boys? Are those Bronx? Yeah, another. Bronx. You better believe it. There we go. We'll catch up with Ryan and Steve coming up after the break right here on Bowzone Live.
For the hardest places to hunt, you need razor-sharp, reliable knives. For over 10 years, Pat and Nicole have depended on one brand to get the job done fast: Outdoor Edge.
ATVs are designed to run loud, but don't let all that noise ruin your hunt. Get the Silent Rider ATV Silence. Installation is easy and cuts exhaust noise up to 60%. Visit atvsilencer.com or call 1-866-EXHAUST.
The Kel-Tec KS7 shotgun is ideal for personal defense. It's lightweight, compact, and easy to handle, even in confined spaces. With its patented downward shell ejection, the KS7 is also totally ambidextrous. Plus, M-LOK slots let you trick it out the way you want. And with the 7+1 capacity, well, mi casa no es su casa. Innovation, performance, Kel-Tec.
Annihilator broadheads, the most lethal, strongest, and true flying precision broadhead ever produced.
Annihilator Broadheads and Scorpion Outdoors present Bowzone Live. Brought to you by Annihilator Broadheads, Scorpion Outdoors, PV Mart, Bronc Beer, Easton, Hoyt Archery, Hex, OK Tire, River Cree Resort and Casino, and Tacticam.
For me, the biggest tip is just to be mentally prepared to endure the cold, to endure the loneliness, and just to stay focused and confident in where you're sitting at. That's where the trail cameras really come in. When you've got a target buck, it can really help you stay focused and put in those long hours, because it really is just a matter of time and being prepared when that time does present itself.
Gunther Tondelier there, just a matter of time. That proved positive for you, Kev.
It did. You know, trail cameras have been a game changer in the bow hunting world and the hunting world in general, but he's right. Just put in your time, follow the game camera information, and eventually you'll succeed.
A couple of guys putting in their time right now, Steve Eklund and Ryan Kohler. What's going on over there, fellas? We saw you enjoying some fantastic Bronx. Ryan, yes, hello to you too. What have you guys been up to?
You know, it's my first real trip into the Bowzone, so I got the invite, and so far I've been getting my ass handed to me.
Anything for Steve, Kev?
I got nothing with that.
Well, we see you guys are relaxing now after a tough time for Steve, evidently. Let's find out what he's been up to with his footage here.
Mad scramble, as you can see. Stay tuned. Okay, fast forward. Ready for some big buck action. Making my way to the blind, the pimple blind. And we're about to hide in it. Just thinking to myself how different this is. You know, the Bowzone, it's small farms and acreages and little communities. Back here, houses everywhere, lots of activity. Oh my God. It's friggin' funny. And it definitely reminds me of being a kid myself, so. By the time I'm done my visit here in the Bowzone with Ryan and the rest of the crew from Bowzone Live, I think we might be making another series of Bozo Live. Check that out. Literally in the middle of nowhere. I'm sure it'll work. Yeah, no, it'll work. I have no idea if it'll work. They told me to film everything. So my first Bowzone cookie is getting hammered. Alright, so I'm getting in line now. 35 minutes here in the Bowzone. I can't figure out for the life of me why I haven't seen 180-inch deer yet. I mean, freak. Is it just hype or what? But anyway, all kidding aside, I can hear two bucks fighting in the next quarter over. But I can't figure out if it's just another hunter rattling or it's actually two bucks fighting. I didn't see him coming. Definitely within shooting range for sure. Dang it. Tried to get him with the leak pen. He was in the fence line, 45 yards. And I got the windows all closed. And he just showed up. By the time I got him on the camera, he already started hitting for that other field that I can't hunt. So close. Dang it. Alright, well, just back at the truck. Night one here in the BZ is complete, and I am calling it a complete success for a couple of reasons. One, I drove all the way from Red Deer and probably drank like a pot of coffee, and I didn't urinate in my own jumpsuit while I was in the blind, so that's good. And I saw some deer. I saw 3 does and 4 bucks, all chicken wings, you know, on the plain and mild side of things, you know, probably like a, I don't know, salt pepper, definitely no tzatziki or hot and spicy. We're leaving the plane on the tarmac until we at least see a buffalo wing or, you know, something of that nature. So anyway, yeah, success. Day one here in the Bowzone with Bowzone Live. Stay tuned. Tomorrow's just a short sleep away.
How
What an adventure from Steve Eklund. I don't know. I'm getting kind of hungry after watching that, Kev. Steve, what's the game plan for you in the last few days here?
You know, I'm just gonna do what I'm told, sit where I'm supposed to sit, and stop messing around. I think the problem I'm having right now is, well, let me kind of rewind real quickly.
Okay.
Tonight I saw my first legit Bowzone giant with my own eyes from a brand new blind that I set up. And when I looked out and saw him, he was standing in front of the blind that I hunted for the last 2 days. So I've hunted 4 days now, and this has happened to me 3 times. So I think it's the game for me is just kind of stay put. And
but weren't those the instructions at the beginning?
They were the instructions at the beginning, but I don't have a lot of faith in my guy.
I think it was stay put and sit in the stand and sit in this blind, right?
Yeah, it was something like that. But it's I'm digging this whole small acreage, small plot, dogs running around, kids running around, snow machines, horses. But you know what? The deer live here 365 days a year with that exact thing. So I'm just trying to figure it all out. I'm kind of dipping my toes in the ocean here, if you will, and we'll see what happens.
I think he's had a shooter. Well, he had 2 shooters under his stand today, but he didn't go to his stand. And then he had 2 shooters beside the ground blind that he should have stayed in, but he didn't go to the ground blind.
And that's exactly why we're going to smash a case of this right now.
So the farmer actually sent a photo to me via text because Steve was in the other spot that I don't know, where'd you go anyways? Anyway, and the buck was licking his ground blind.
And this isn't a story. I actually talked to the landowner myself today, and he told me, he says, I couldn't believe it. That deer was like licking your blind. And then I just about cried.
So on the text, I think my text to Steve are you ready to barf? You've got that twice now, right?
Yeah. Well, I sent that footage in. It's probably in there.
Okay, so that'll be next
Maybe.
show.
I don't know.
That'll be next show. We're giving away too much.
We don't have wild TV here. I'm at Ryan Kohler's house. We don't have wild TV here at the house.
I don't have it in the garage.
So, Steve, it almost seems like
I think Steve's having a great time.
Obviously,
I am having a great
and
time.
seeing some big bucks and maybe learning a little Bowzone lesson.
I'm learning a hard Bowzone lesson right now. That it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. And there's giants here. Like the deer I saw tonight was the biggest whitetail buck I've seen all year. Right at last light, to the point where I actually got back in my blind because I was going out to the truck. I was like, that's it, it's over. I get up, I stand outside the blind. I see this giant buck standing in front of my blind, and I'm like, panicked. I didn't know what to do. I got back in the blind. I sat there till like 6 o'clock.
So, Steve, it almost sounds like pizza's the ticket. Maybe take pizza to your tree stands because they like that smell.
I'm telling you right now, I don't know if there's anybody from BP's watching or listening right now, but they make a hell of a pizza, and that what I think it is, the Italian sausage.
Oh, okay, that's so good. Boys, stand by because we got to have more of this conversation. We got to get to break first. More with Steve Eklund and Ryan Kohler and Kevin Wilson here on Bowzone Live.
All I wanted to do is be a rodeo cowboy. I love winning. I hate losing. I was raised in a rodeo family. My dad was a saddle bronc rider. I'm Zeke Thurston, 2-time world champion saddle bronc rider. This is my home and this is my beer. Saddle up for bronc.
Wild TV is fully loaded with hunting shows you can't find anywhere else. If you aren't out hunting, you should be watching Wild TV. Download the Wild TV Canada app today from the App Store, Google Play, or visit wildtvplus.ca.
Quiet Cat electric bikes are built tough for getting you and your gear deep into the backcountry without breaking a sweat. Travel in complete stealth and eliminate your scent from the trail with silent, all-electric power with up to 60 miles of range per charge. Test ride a Quiet Cat today with 0% financing options and a risk-free 30-day policy. Where the road ends, the adventure begins. As much as we talk about the wild, we seem to spend every waking hour in places that keep us away from it. So to get back to the wild, we need something built for it. The all-new Bronco 2-door, the first ever Bronco 4-door, and the adventure-ready Bronco Sport, all built wild. Meet the future of off-roading, the all-new Bronco family.
Scorpion Optics, all new G2 Series Red Hot Varminter. Go to scorpionoutdoors.com.
Welcome back to Bowzone Live here on Wild TV. Tom Gazzola with Kevin Wilson. It's been a fun show and more on the way with Steve Eklund and Ryan Kohler. Those boys are standing by. But first, we got to show you what it's all about. The bucks that have been taken so far. Let's have a look.
That buck is huge. I smoked a giant.
Giant? Buck of a lifetime. Well, I think I just had the night of my life. I think I shot Ricky.
Pick up the brute! Oh my God!
This is why we hunt the Bowzone. We found Ricky. Wow.
Right.
I just hit him. I just hit him.
Sitting here with my 2021 whitetail. My tag is folded. It's awesome. I couldn't be happier. Just totally blessed to be hunting in the Edmonton Bowzone.
I think something's gonna start coming pretty soon. Buck down, baby.
I nailed him right behind the shoulder. This beautiful buck.
Buck down, baby. Yeah.
That's a big, dark, heavy 4x4. Big bladed brows. Oh.
I just shot a buck. Well, that just happened really fast. Oh, yeah, his base. He's got big base. He's got a little bit of junk coming off the bottom.
Pretty hard to pass up a buck like that.
Oh, he's gorgeous. He's a beautiful buck.
Oh man, I can't believe it. I just shot Myron. He's right there. He went down right there. Hey, Myron is dead. Yes! I got him. There's some years where a deer just means a lot. This deer means a lot to me. He's not a giant. He's a beautiful old buck, and I'm super happy with him. He's a solid 4x4, and I'll tell you what, I could not be happier.
Hunting is different for everyone. We all have our reasons why. For some, it's a tradition. For some, a hobby, a pastime, or a lifestyle, maybe an obsession, or just to be outdoors enjoying nature. And for many, it's generational. Regardless of the why, we all share one thing. We all hit in with a common hope, a common dream, that all of our reasons why, everything that we've done in the deer woods to this point, may put us in the path of a legend.
Annihilator broadheads, the most lethal, strongest, and true flying precision broadhead ever produced.
Watching Bowzone Live here on Wild TV. Tom Gazzola with Kevin Wilson. All right, Kev, we're going to touch base with Ryan Kohler and Steve Eklund one more time as we get into the final few days here. Kev, what do you got for the boys?
I just want to know what Ryan and Steve, what's your game plan for the next few days?
We're gonna whack a big one.
I'm in Strathcona County, and I've been slugging away for 4 days now, so I'm going to stick to it and see what happens. There could be some big bucks that come through, and Steve is on a gem of a spot that I've scouted for about 4 years, so we'll see what he's got.
I think tomorrow I'm going to bring in the Chinese food and see if that changes my luck.
Oh, well, good luck with that, Steve. Great to have you on tonight. You guys have fun as we head to the weekend. Kev, fantastic stuff. How was your experience co-hosting with me on Bowzone Live tonight?
Oh, it's been great. It's been fun. Thanks for having me. It's this whole experience being on this Bowzone Live team is really unique, and it's been great. It's been fun.
Well, we had Heather in here. She got a buck. We got you in here. You got a buck. Hopefully, Steve Eklund, the outsider to the Bowzone, pulls off a buck. What do you think it's going to be like for our hunters in the next few days here?
Anything can happen this time of year. It's the end of the second round has happened, second estrus, and they're hunting hard. This is when the biggest of the big bucks really start to travel. They just break loose, and any buck can show up anywhere. So we'll see what happens.
You want to make a prediction for Tuesday's show? We're talking about a couple of new bucks here, or what?
I would sure hope so. I think somebody's going to take. I think there'll be at least 2 more down.
Okay, Kev, we certainly hope that that's the case as we wind things down here on Bowzone Live. Big thank you, as always, Kev. I hope you have a tremendous weekend. Thanks so much for doing this. By the way, be sure to check out the Wild TV app as well. You can catch all your favorite content on there. You can search by animal species. You can search by province. And all the giant bucks will be there as well from Bowzone Live. Get the app at Wild TV Plus or the App Store. Our final show of Bowzone Live Season 2 is on Tuesday, November 30th. You can catch all the action, of course, 9 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, only on Wild TV. For Kevin Wilson, I'm Tom Gazzola saying thanks for tuning in. Have yourselves a fantastic weekend. See ya on Tuesday.
Annihilator Broadheads and Scorpion Outdoors present Bowzone Live. Brought to you by Annihilator Broadheads, Scorpion Outdoors, PV Mart, Bronc Beer, Easton, Hoyt Archery, Hex, OK Tire, River Cree Resort and Casino, and Tacticam.